Nobody missed weight at UFC Abu Dhabi. That's a good thing. All 24 fighters made weight, including RDR and Robert Whitaker, who are in the main event. Khamzat Chimaev sees the main event between RDR and Robert Whitaker being a classic striker versus grappler matchup. RDR looking to take the fight to the ground. Whitaker looking to keep it on the feet. He thinks maybe some guys are underestimating Whitaker because Khamzat beat him really quickly, but that's a rare occurrence.
Robert Whitaker and Rainier De Ritter are the main event in Abu Dhabi. How do you think that fight will go?
It'll be a good fight, tough fight. Both is good fighters. I think the other guy more wrestler, a grappler. They're gonna try to take him down and submit. Robert is not that easy opponent like everyone thinks. I get the chance, I have done it fast, but so it's not that easy opponent like everyone thinks. So it will be fun to watch that fight.
Khamzat Chimaev's last fight was against Robert Whitaker, a victory in 3:34 into the fight via face crank. He has 5 first-round finishes in the UFC against Whitaker, Holland, Jingliang, Mearshart, and McKee. He's looking for another one next month against DDP, but he is training hard for 5-minute rounds because DDP isn't necessarily going to go away easy. Tom Aspinall's first title defense since being elevated to being the undisputed champion will be against Ciryl Gane October 25th in Abu Dhabi. This is the 4th time they've been matched up with each other, according to Tom Aspinall, and the 3rd title shot for Gane, so he's looking to get rid of Gane from the title picture. But there ain't that many contenders, regardless of the outcome. They probably will meet again at some point.
Finally, we're back after over a year hiatus. Me and Ciryl finally signed on the dotted line. This is the 4th time we've been matched up together. He turned down the fight early on before we were both in the rankings. After that, he fought Spivak. We are matched up for the 25th of October, Abu Dhabi. Me and Ciryl. The 4th attempt is here, and this is Cyryl's 3rd title shot. So we are going to try and get rid of Ciryl Gane from the title picture.
Dana White says he'll be meeting with Conor McGregor in Italy soon, and Conor wants to be on that White House card next year, and I'm sure Michael Chandler wants to be on that card with him.
I am coming out of the closet. How about that? What if I told you guys I was coming out of the closet? Okay, see? Trying to keep you guys, trying to get those numbers up. What's up? Who wants to see my arse? Any of you guys want to see my little arse?
Sean O'Malley still thinks he can beat Merab Dvalishvili. As a fighter, I guess you gotta think that way, but like he did worse in the second fight than he did in the first fight, and he got stopped in the second fight. He cites Dustin Poirier and Max Holloway's trilogy, where Poirier beat Holloway 2 times, and then Holloway won the final fight as an example of how he could beat Merab one day. Those last 2 fights were 6 years apart, so maybe in 6 years, O'Malley could beat Merab. I just see no reason for these two to ever fight again.
I truly believed that I was going to go out there and make Merab look stupid, and I'm still so delusional that I still believe I can do that. But Max Holloway beat Dustin in his 3rd fight, lost the first 2. So never say never.
Merab will fight Sandhagen next for the belt. O'Malley could fight Umar Nurmagomedov. Umar has fight news coming soon. It might be O'Malley or Yadong, Batista or Figgy. And number 3, Piotr Yan fights this weekend against Marcus McGee.
Surprise, you know. And again, I know I had earned it, like the opportunity to fight a big name and move forward, but it wasn't Peter Yan that I was thinking that I was going to get until I had seen some of the things kind of pan out how they were. I wasn't getting the fight. He wasn't getting the fight. And then come around April, I was like, oh man, you know, there's a good chance that they might actually give me that fight if nobody else wants it. But I was more surprised that nobody else jumped in line to take it over me. So that's what surprised me more than anything, that more guys weren't chomping at the bit to go fight Peter, you know. So for me, when they called, it was a surprise. I think the same type of things, you know, I have a lot of skills that he has. I do a lot of the same things that he does. I switch stances. I can use both hands. Very versatile striking. I have grappling that the people don't really understand I have. So I think there's a lot of tools. And then power. You know, I think he's going to have to watch out for my power for sure. You know, I definitely see that being an issue for him and an issue for everybody. You know, I do think that, like, I'm not here for no reason. I wasn't gifted this opportunity to show up here with a sense of defeat. I'm here with a sense of victory. I'm here to win. I think he will see that as he steps across the cage for me as well. That I'm not here to just be another name on the card. You know, I respect everything that he's done. I respect him as a man, respect him as a fighter, but I'm not here just to be another name on the card, right? I'm here to show up and show out. I mean, I think it's going to be a war. That's what I planned for, right? We trained for the biggest baddest fight that we've had, right? So I'm thinking it's gonna be a 3-round war, but I can see it being a finish as well. You know, absolutely. Why not? Why not? And then I think it's gonna be more of a striking battle. I definitely think that we're gonna be grappling as well. But I can see us both of us are strikers. I think that's where we're most comfortable at. And we do like to grapple and add grappling in because we're mixed martial artists, but I do think it's going to be a primarily striking battle.
Gilbert Burns would like to fight Daniel Rodriguez next. Burns is coming off that loss to Michael Morales, while D-Rod's coming off a win over Kevin Holland. Pretty crazy fight, which was won by D-Rod by decision.
Dana White and Lorenzo Fertitta, I need your guys' help. I've been pushed out. This is the house I grew up in, lived here my whole life. Fought in the UFC, became a world champion and all that stuff. And Mark Mastroff, UFC gyms. I know we do really well to help promote the UFC gym companies. And just, that's it. That's the house right there. Show them again, the house I grew up with. I'm kicked out of the house. An army moved into all of these houses. I need your guys' help. They got me staying over here in the studio. Right here, if I go anywhere near the house up there, I try to get my dogs, I get whatever I can. I'll be arrested. They got me over here staying in this studio. And just think about it. No one's here to help me. And, you know, if any of my sponsors out there that, you know, I stayed extra long or I did anything, you know, because I always know if I was going to do a signing, I never leave early. Sponsors all invested back into my family, into everything. Every dollar I made invested back in. I'm about to get it all taken from me. And I need your guys' help. Dana White, Lorenzo Fertitta, Pat Tenori, come down this time and help this time, please.
Brother, what are you doing this for, brother? Relax. No, don't friend. This guy is a fighter. Don't tell me friend. This guy, my friend. Hey. On the back of this cement car. Wow. He's low. Brother, who is this? Dragon or what? This is your bodyguard? No, I don't want that. It should be good. He's the best fighter in the world.